Hey guys, welcome to our castle on wheels. I'm Krista and this is Jeremy. We're the Castles. Been living in our school bus for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Been married 6, have 2 kids, RJ and Emery, 4 and 15 months. Here, a 2-bedroom apartment goes for $2,300.
Normal people in the Bay Area, they go to college right away. They do all these things that require debt, a nice car, a nice house. We didn't want to waste a bunch of time paying everything off. We wanted to just start living.
For our unique setup, which I would say is unique, it's $500 for us to rent the spot just for the land alone. If we didn't do it, we wouldn't be able to stay here ultimately.
The initial bus build cost roughly $22,000. In that 7 months, I crammed 1,200 hours into the bus build itself.
And the bus itself cost?
Yeah, I think it was $3,600. And 1 plane ticket.
We built and have our own home, and we are happy, and we can move it, especially with like the fires and everything. Oh gosh.
I learned so many different things as far as what can go into construction with plumbing, electrical. I already had some welding on my side, but overall, I learned how valuable it is to do something as a family unit. It's very difficult to take on that size of a project and walk through it together as a family.
Yeah, the ultimate sacrifice of him going and doing it for 14-hour days and me staying home with the baby, and we didn't realize how much we would really have to sacrifice. If we'd have to sacrifice him so that we could ultimately have more time together as a family. The sacrifice definitely paid off for what we got in return for it, for sure.
Yeah.
But it was hard. It was a lot of long days.
And I wouldn't regret it.
You don't regret it?
I don't regret it.
2004 International, 7.3 liter, I believe, is the engine size with the turbo. Although it's daunting at first to look at it, it's a 20-inch roof raise, which was the magic number. It really wasn't that difficult. It took roughly 8 hours with 4 guys, measured everything out. We built pieces to go inside of the C channel, and we had 1 guy on each corner holding up one side. And once we lopped off all of the C channel that was holding everything up, the roof was loose. The wind was blowing it, so we were all holding it on top until we could all get it all jacked up to the right height. But 2 MIG welders going down the center of the bus, and we tacked it up and sealed it up tight. It was simple. It's relatively simple. You got your inverter here. You got your box with all your breakers. We're technically on shore power right now, but still charging the batteries if we need them, and also using solar. We got 8 batteries, series and parallel. Tanks here. This guy's reserve. I haven't hooked it up yet. We have our tankless water heater, which runs off of propane, and our system up there that's pushing water through.
When you first come into our bus, we have our driving area, which for driving purposes needs to work, but 90% of our life it needs to be livable, so we need to make it functional for that. So we added a coat rack for all of our layering needs in California, which is every day. And then we have just some decorative stuff. And for me, making this pretty was very important because I don't like this eyesore. So I just made it an easy thing with some removable wallpaper, some shelves, and just some decorative stuff that we can use at the same time. So some books, some toys for the kids, and it was super easy. So now when I look at it, I don't want to cry my eyes out. We have our dining area. We have some benches that have some storage underneath on these 2 benches, and then we have an open storage bench with some of the kids' toys, some games, because we love doing games, my photography stuff, and some comfy pillows so we can lounge out here with the kids while they're playing. Our table here, we can totally move it out of the way if we need to. Mainly it stays here pretty much every day because we like to sit and have dinner and lunch and breakfast together. In our main kitchen area, we have some open shelves where we use our everyday stuff, so bowls and plates. And my husband loves his good coffee, so he has his Chemex and his V60. Super easy for him to grab every day. We keep jars on the counter. We have extra snacks or extra cables that we need to plug into the wall during the day, phone chargers, Wi-Fi, jetpack box, things like that. And then we have our big sink. I love this sink. We needed something big to be able to put a baby in to wash them, to put a lot of dishes because we don't have a dishwasher. And then we have, pots and pans under here. We have our utensils, and then we have some more dishes that we need if we have friends and stuff over. And all of our dry food we keep in here. We do grocery shopping probably about a week and a half at a time. And people don't believe us when we say that, especially because we have such a small fridge. But we make it happen. We have some upper bookshelves as well. We keep a lot of our books up there. We like to read. That's our reading stuff. Our kids have their own bookshelves for things. And then we have just a accordion rack for jackets, hats, some placemats for the kids if they want to get messy at our kitchen table, and it's easy for us to grab too. So basically everything in here just needs to be easy grab and go, easy to put back. Something that was also really important to me was having a glass top covered stove. So it is a propane 3-burner stove, but I wanted to have the cover to have a little bit of extra countertop storage. And then we just have a regular 2-rack oven underneath. This is an RV size, so it is a little bit smaller, but it still works really great for us to be able to do full-size family meals on it for sure. So this bathroom I tiled completely by myself, which everyone needs to know because it was the hardest thing I've done. But this bathroom, I wanted it to be one whole unit. Most of the time in buses you see the bath by itself, the toilet by itself, but I wanted it to all just be together so I could be in here with the kids and I could get them all washed up and not feel like I was standing in the hallway. So we have our vanity, we have a medicine cabinet mirror with lots of storage in it, we have our regular RV sized toilet, and then we have our shower. So we have our shower curtain, we just close it to keep all the water from getting out if we, have kids in here, or we can keep it halfway and I can stand there and bathe the kids, and I can get both kids in here and I can bathe them at the same time. So it's very big, it's very spacious. We have storage up above, we have storage underneath, we have stuff in here, we got stuff in there. Lots of stuff in this bathroom. And yeah, I love it. Hard labor of love. So we did a sliding barn door for our bathroom just so we didn't have a door coming into the hallway. It stays completely out of our way. It works out super well. This whole back area is our bedroom for all 3 of us, which is actually the newest part of our bus. We just renovated it about 3 months ago, and so we did kind of like a triple bunk bed situation. We have our full-size bed on top, and then we have our son's toddler-sized mattress underneath on one side, and our daughter's miniature-sized crib mattress on the other side. It's so spacious back here because we have a whole open area and we can all sit back here and play and do laundry, and the kids can play in their room, and it doesn't even feel like a bus back here. This is my favorite part of the whole entire bus. On the other side of our bedroom, we have our hanging clothes rack for some of our nicer stuff, dresses, sweaters, things like that. And then we have a dresser for me and Jeremy. The top is his, the bottom is mine. And then we have our giant hamper so we don't have to do laundry too often because we don't have a washer and dryer in the bus. We need to have longer periods in between washes. So we can go about 2 weeks. We do have a lot of clothes. It's not like the normal minimal capsule wardrobe, but because of that lack of washer dryer, we do need to have that longer stretches between laundry. On the other side of the bus, the kids have their clothes storage and some of their books. We also have a little rolling cart underneath for their toys and more books and their shoes. Everything is kid height so they can get to it. Obviously our youngest isn't dressing herself, but our 4-year-old can grab his clothes and get dressed on his own. He can grab his shoes and he can grab his toys with ease. So every night when we get into bed, we just have a collapsible ladder. We just pull it out, can climb up there. It fits really well in here when the curtain isn't there, but it fits right here. We can climb up and down. Our kids can climb up it perfectly well, and then during the day we can just fold it away and it's not in anyone's way. Perfect.
I want to look back in 40, 50 years and say like, wow, those kids, they were crazy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for sure.
we've been drawn so close together as a family.
Yeah.
And there's not a price tag on that.